We are being hailed.
Starting, well, a couple minutes early. Nothing major, nothing bad. Oh, Sines, well, guess you'll have to find out. Hello everybody, Mr. Moo, here in the cockpit, here in Elite Dangerous, here in, where the hell are we? The Dryaui Fliu sector. So, well, kind of a reverse from the last stream. Now we're in between the bubble and Colonia again, but now we're kind of closer to Colonia than the bubble. And we're flipping that course around and we're heading home. I was gonna do some engineering, and then I realized, oh yeah, I'm in Colonia now. Funny how that works. Hello to everybody out there. Hair Trigger, Hardcore, thank you so much for the host. The Astral Scribe, welcome to the stream. Hello there. And congratulations to Hardcore, finally hit 200 million credits. Bought my first Anaconda. That will serve you well. Shoutouts! We've got shoutouts. Commander Black Sav, Captain Blow Up Doll, No Fecking Idea, Mark Sam, Commander Silvar, Levang Fan, the Astral Scribe, all thank you so much for following. Welcome to the show. Porcupone, Favoring Placebo, Zarzik Kim, and yes, thank you as well for the follows. And then I was seeing Hardcore. Hardcore just hosted me. And again, thank you so much for the host there. Oh, hello everybody out in deep space again. This is turning into a theme, isn't it? Hardcore, saw my first black hole yesterday as well, Maya B. Very nice. Very nice. So yeah, here we are out in the deep dark. For those that missed the last stream and wondering how in the hell I ended up out here, well, I ended up cannonballing a run out to Colonia to drop off meta-alloys for the megaship Dove Enigma. And while the ship was repaired by the time I got there, the ship had probably been repaired before I even left. But that's alright, dropping off those meta-alloys will help in other situations, and hopefully stave off any further ass-hattery. Hardcore, I'm glad I don't have to deal with black holes every day, they creep me out. Black holes are friendly. You can nose boop them. They're the only major stellar phenomena that you can actually walk up to and go boop. Kind of like a Yuki. Or a Hank. Kind of. Actually, kind of similar, because, you know... yeah, go give him a kiss, Athador. Exactly. Because, you know, a black hole is kind of like a kitty showing its tummy. Could be a trap. Could be an invitation to pets. Yuki is looking at me like I have just lost my damn mind, and you know what? She's probably not far from the truth. Oh, it's Friday. It is good. Hardcore. All I know is when I drop in, I can't figure out which way is away. That's really disorienting. Okay, I can see that, but... I mean, you target the black hole, and you put that little dot on your compass, so it's pointing away from you. And then it's good. Black hole is kind of like the North Pole or the South Pole. Once you get there, any direction you go is actually going to be the opposite of the pole. Pick a direction from the South Pole and start walking. You're going north. Resume course.
Locking next star system.
Hit it.
Preparing for jump.
Hope everybody's got a good weekend plan. Hope everybody's having a good day. Just generally hope everybody's having a good time. Yuki is sleeping. Hank is somewhere, most likely hankin'. Is he?
Light velocity reached.
He hanks like a champ. And I am, well, previously was preparing for an exciting new event in my life.
Completing system scan for cartography.
Thank you so much. Air Trigger, I am binge-watching Altered Carbon and grinding Fed rank. Yay! Hardcore. Managed to kill myself yesterday as well. Had 1,000+ light-year passenger mission out of Narvert, going to the View. Didn't notice the planet the View is on has a gravity of around 3.8 Gs until it was too late. That'll do you. Watch that G meter, folks. Gravity can't be negotiated with. It's the law. What have we got here? We've got... not a whole lot. Resume course.
Selecting next system en route.
So a little less frantic on the way back to the bubble than coming out. This is probably going to take a little bit longer to get back to the bubble than one show. That's alright, I didn't really have anything else planned. Well, more engineering. Had an idea to throw together another mining rig. Why? Because I can. Hardcore. Come on, universe, you big, mostly empty wuss. Give me all the juice you got. System map.
System cartography.
I do believe we've got an undiscovered neutron. Nope, we've got a discovered neutron. Just isn't on the map. Resume course.
Locking system destination.
I've got ED Discovery set up in my side window here so I can, you know, see what systems have been logged and what haven't. Well, at least I'm filling in the map on the way back.
Boost activated.
243 light years, a little bit better than that 170 I was pulling off with the cargo. What else? Some big, interesting changes made in the patch notes to the 2.0 beta. That looks like some interesting stuff. They are upping the mass multiplier on dirty drive tunes and frameshift drive range extension. Some mighty big boosts. It looks like with a good roll and with some, with some extra aftermarket engineering. Oh, this one is totally unexplored. It looks like you're going to be able to pull off a 70 light-year Conda. And that is going to be a hell of a thing. We're talking 280 light-year neutron boosts here. The Astral Scribe feels good to finally be here in person rather than replay on YouTube. Well, welcome to the show. Pull up a seat. Don't mind the crazy. And if you got any questions, comments, requests, dedications, just about anything, let me know. Just gonna get a scan on this gas giant, just curious.
We are being hailed.
Let's see here. Sines, would you happen to be conducting combat ops tonight? I'd love to join if so. Well, that depends on if I get back to the bubble, or if you're talking about the beta. Possibly. Possibly. Depends on what else is going on the schedule tonight. got some other stuff. I actually got to record some promos. I know, this is starting to feel like work. It's crazy. Oh, let's see here. So what's the data on this thing? And I'm pulling this up on ED Discovery. Estimated value, 2,200 credits. So not worth all that much. Resume course.
Selecting next destination.
Hardcore. I knew the Conda would fly like half a brick in a sock, but I was surprised how much momentum you could feel flying it. Is that an exploration Conda, or are you setting up for, like, general purpose, battle Conda? What... what kind of half brick in a sock? Because usually it flies like a half brick, yeah, but then you go like, you know, the build I got where I'm just maxed out for range, and you load up a cargo in the bay, and suddenly it feels like half a cinder block in a sock. Ah, stock. Gotcha. Gotcha. System map.
System cartography.
Yay! Wow.
Fuel scooping complete.
Let's not. For those of you who saw the late night stream out to Colonia, you know just what a difficult time I had wrestling this thing around in real space with a hold. Hardcore outfitted it with a bunch of lasers. It's my laser Conda. Nice. Laser Snake. Laser Snake and Chieftain. They fight crime. Or they commit crime. I don't know. Oh, no, get back in there.
Boost
You're not done until you're supercharged. Also, because I forgot to, let's get the scan on this thing. Lasers, cheap ammo and hard to miss with. Well, it's not an inaccurate statement. System map.
System map.
Resume course.
Selecting next destination.
Previously discovered. Come on, people. Start linking your accounts to EDSM. Astral Scribe, any idea how long you'll be streaming tonight? I usually go for about 3 hours. Maybe a little bit longer, depending. I'd go longer, but there's usually something needs doing around here. Target.
Target locked.
Damn, Alex, aggressive there. Probably metal rich or high metal content, but it's only 2,600 light seconds away, so Why not? Let's get our boost, though, first.
Boost activated.
Oh, and hey, we just crossed over the 20,000 light-year mark, so let's pull up the map. Astral Scribe sounds good. I'll try to stick around as long as I can. College work tends to take up a lot of my time these days. Oh, I remember that. No, that is not maximum. Recalculate it and do it right, please. Yeah, I remember how college work went. On both sides, the student and the work. Actually, technically, the student work was worse than the work. Alright, there we go, we got a course. All the way home. Now, according to this, that's 272 jumps all the way home, but actually, that's not bad. Mad, hey there, how you doing? Hope you're having a good weekend. Hardcore, does Elite have anything like equator hazing? Anyone come up with something? Not that I know. And for those curious, equator hazing is, you know, kind of the shellback ceremony in the Navy. At least in the U.S. Navy. And I'm not sure if it's in any other navies. I'm sure there is some other ceremony similar. I also know there's the Blue Nose ceremony for, I think, either going north of the Arctic or south of the Antarctic Circle, or reaching the pole. I can't remember which. System map.
System cartography.
Mad, weekend won't start for another 5 hours. Just preloading it. What do we got here? We've got pristine reserves, obviously. Rocky rings, 249 atmospheres. Atmosphere is 98.8 CO2, 1% sulfur dioxide, and 0.2% rock vapor. Right, let us not go there. 'Tis a silly place. Resume course.
System destination locked.
Blue Nose is for going under the North Pole in a submarine. Okay. Wasn't sure whether it was any vessel just going north of the, you know, north or south of the circles, or if it was North Pole in a submarine. Well, now I know. And that's half the battle. The other half is overwhelming firepower and or red and blue lasers. Someone's been here, that's for sure. This entire system is very well mapped out. System map.
System map.
Oh, that would be why. You know, I want to say Planet 5 is an Earth-like. Yep, that's an Earth-like. Neat. Resume course.
Locking next star system.
Mad, I am definitive. In cases of discrepancy, it is reality that's wrong. Gotcha.
Boost activated.
Orion, red and blue and aloha. Aloha, Orion. Hope you're having a good weekend or a good pre-weekend. Hope you've been having a good day. Let's put it that way. Hardcore. We're good guys. We have the blue lasers. Hardcore Cobra had the blue lasers. Let's see. Let's get some stuff scanned up here. Oh, you know what we need? We need gas. We're a little low on that go juice there. So we need to slurp up a few cups of protons here. Man, no, I'm not in the beta. I'm flying back in open, or in the live right now. And let me pass along here to... There we go, flying home now. Made it to Colonia in about 6 hours.
Fuel scooping complete.
Resume course.
Selecting next destination.
Yeah, there's good reason the starfield looks a little bit different out here, Mad, and that's, well, galaxy map.
Galaxy map.
Yeah, here's where we are. Here's where we gotta be.
We are being hailed.
Close to being back. Oh, 270 jumps. Orion says jump via willpower. Athador says don't make me come out there and get you. If I could propel my ship via willpower, believe me. Oh, I would. Then again, that depends on how much willpower I got. I'm not exactly a Green Lantern. I'm more like the Green Intern. Resume course.
System destination locked. Boost activated. Come on, get out of the vortex now. You had your fill. Little speedier than your standard neutron. System map. System map.
Unfortunately, nothing... High metal contents, possibly terraformable, but, you know, I don't want to fly the 182,000 light seconds to find out. Resume course.
Selecting next destination.
Boost activated.
So just so everybody knows, in the coming weeks and months, there may be a few more off days than I'd really like to go with, but it's for a good cause. It's actually to help out my favorite pilot. Me. See, a while back, in the mists of time, back when playground equipment was more designed for, you know, ways to kill you, and Darwin reigned supreme on the school playground, there was this interesting little swing set. And the best way to describe it is an axle in the middle, a central pillar. And it had a crossbar at the top from which 2 sets of swings were suspended. So it was only a 2-seat swing set. But instead of going, you know, back and forth like your standard swing set, this spun around and around. Well, little Mr. Moo, when, you know, back in the day. Also, there were some safety devices installed on this. In this case, it's a solid steel sleeve, like, you know, 8th-inch steel pipe that the swing set chain had been threaded through. Because that way, if you went flying off, you weren't going to get caught up in the chain. You know, safety. Well, turns out... Also, anybody remember... Yes, this sounds incredibly fun and unsafe, Orion. You have the measure of it. The sling set, yeah. Hardcore, exactly. Because back in the day, playground equipment was less playground equipment and more particle accelerator. So here I am sitting in the swing, and there's a kid who is hanging one hand onto the central pillar, and the other hand is holding onto that steel pipe around the chain that's, you know, flanking me on these swing set seats. And he is spinning me around faster and faster and faster. I could have been processing nuclear fuel for, you know, basically we had a very large-scale cyclotron going on. Or centrifuge. Probably both, to be honest. System map.
System cartography.
And unfortunately, that kind of, that thing only works as long as the grip holds. Well, his grip let go. And I'm about to get a lesson in physics here, as an 8th-inch steel pipe goes flying back and rebounding into its proper position. Resume course.
Selecting next system en route.
Proper position, well, it went past and then went back. And fortunately, what stopped it from smacking into that other pipe and potentially causing some kind of hazard was my head. So yes, I took a high-velocity steel pipe to the temple around age 9. And seeing a few people about it later, it seems to have actually caused some damage. I mean, other than the immediate, you know, got knocked out, went flying off the swing, landed in a crumple heap, 3-point landing for every, you know, point per bounce. Oh no, this may have actually, well, most likely, did some damage to the nerves in my head that actually control the way my eyes focus. Or, well, my eyes focus fine, but they don't line up entirely right. Now, over the years, I've been able to unconsciously compensate for it. System map.
System map.
By, you know, tilting my head and kind of looking at things at an angle. But if I hold my head up straight and I look at something, I actually have double vision. And unfortunately, when it comes to streaming things like, or even recording things like, say, a VR stream, I don't want viewers to have to brick up one corner of their monitor to hold everything straight and level. Yeah, I don't have perfect tracking anymore, Hardcore. So, went to see somebody about this, and the doctor was very upfront about this. I'm like, well, I don't know that I want to be able to... I don't want prisms in my glasses. I had that for a while, and it just didn't seem to do anything. And the doctor was like, oh, don't worry, we aren't going to put prisms in. Oh, good. No, for this, we're going straight to surgery. Oh, crap. System map.
System cartography.
Anything fun as I go catapulting away? Possible chocolate chip cookie. So, yeah, I'm gonna have a few appointments here and there for them cracking my head open and having a look around. Turns out I really do need to get my head on straight. Resume course. Not a chocolate chip cookie. Unfortunate. Resume course.
Locking system destination.
Couple of lovely nebulas there off to the side. Now, usually when I have my head tracker on, my track IR instead of the VR setup, I have it compensated for where I don't put in any tilt. Hair trigger, no, I couldn't wear a patch over the good eye. It's actually nerve damage to the muscles. So they have to go in and rewrap the muscle. They're going to detach, I mean, without going into too much horrible detail, they're going to go in and unwrap the muscles around my eye and rewrap it in a proper position so it lines up. Resume course.
Selecting next destination.
So yeah, unfortunately I couldn't wear a patch over the eye. Yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, I looked it up and it's not too... You know, they're gonna obviously knock me out for this, but... Nothing horrible, nothing dangerous. Just... Astral Scribe, surgery. I once had surgery on my inner ear to fix some partial deafness. Very unpleasant due to my phobia of medical anything. That could be a problem. Yeah. I'm not too phobic of that. Orion, and I've dealt with this my whole life? Yes, and I didn't really know about it too terribly much. But thinking back in hindsight, you know, there was like, every time I went in for class photos, the photographer would always like take my head and crank it sideways. I'm like, what are you doing tilting my head over? And he's like, hold your head up straight. I didn't know. Everything lined up perfectly when my head was off to the side. Nothing really exciting here either. Totally unexplored. What do we got? G-class? F-class. I'll let somebody else get their name on it. But I really started noticing this on the... It's not just my eyesight. The head tilt that I use to correct my vision has actually been influencing the streams. That's actually one of the big things that kind of got me going, you know, I should really look into this a little bit more. Because when I was doing the New Year's Eve stream, and when I was doing the 6-hour stream to Colonia, realizing that my throat really hurt, my neck really hurt on the left side, because I tilt my head towards the left. Well, when you're talking, and you're talking at an angle, it tends to put stress and you know, a little bit more work on one side of the neck. Whole lot of nothing here. Just hydrogen and more hydrogen. Yeah, I've dealt with it my whole life, and it kind of explains a few things, like how I've been really, really bad at, you know, things like... Well, I mean, I can't shoot a basket to save my life. Used to be able to. And throwing and catching anything is usually a... It's an exercise in hilarity for those watching, or frustration. But if I do something like target shooting, then, you know, where I'm only sighting with one eye, well, then I'm very, very good if I do say so myself. And hardcore Jones can deal with it. System map.
System map.
You want hydrogen? We've got hydrogen and all kinds of flavors of hydrogen. Come on down. Gaseous hydrogen, plasma hydrogen, solid hydrogen. Semi-metallic liquid hydrogen. That last one's a really fun category. But no, Orion answering that again, or elaborating on my previous answer, yeah, I've dealt with it my whole life, but I mean, you know, I for all I know, I could have had a hairline or a very minor skull fracture too, and I never would have known about it because, you know, back in the day, you know, rub some dirt on it, bump will go down. I mean, I had a bump the size of a grapefruit on the side of my head. Oh, rub some dirt on it, go back out. Don't be a wussy. Yes, Father. Never more a wussy shall I be. The Astral Scribe, I often have to remind myself, sadly, we don't have these wonderful ships and mobility in our real life. Elite is such an engaging game, it's beautiful. I absolutely agree. It's... I don't know, I try to wax poetic about the game and just how amazing it is, and, you know, being able to go out and explore various stellar phenomena. Right, let's go with the plural there. And I end up just kind of rambling and gibbering and everybody thinks I'm on drugs. System map.
System cartography.
You will have life. Probably water. Let's find out. Gas giant with water-based life. It's almost like I know what I'm looking at these days. Matt, we don't think you're on drugs. Oh, good. Oh, wait. Resume course.
Locking system destination.
Astral Scribe, I get that. Are you crazy? Look a lot when I talk about space. I might be, since Arrow E is going to be my major in career if I stick to it. Oh, stick to it if you can. We need more of those. Get us off this rock. Or, you know... Oh, what have we here? Two water worlds. You know, they're close enough. Let's have a look. Now, this one isn't a water world. But I could ever so subtly hear the bubbling on planets, what, 3 and 4? We got the fast scanner. Scan away. Oh, that's a star. Well, let's get a scan off it anyway. Yep, we've got a water world here. The hologram backs it up. And we will look at the system map in a little bit more detail after we get things scanned up here. Isn't that right, Yuki? She twitches her tail. She approves of this. System map.
System cartography.
Ah, right, I do want to have a look at that one too. But in the meantime, what have we got here? 1.15 G, 296 Kelvin, a little bit, about 100 degrees below freezing. 1100 atmospheres. So, probably not a vacation spot. Water geysers, argon rich. 96 nitrogen, 3.9 argon, 0.1 ammonia. Ice, rock, and metal. Alright. So it's some kind of Norwegian death metal place. Gotcha. Oh, what do we got here? 191 atmospheres, 458 Kelvin. Well, that's warmer. 0.55 G, 95.8 nitrogen, 4% argon, 0.1% water. Also not a terraforming candidate. Here we got carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, no. Carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, probably not. Okay, let's find this last planet and see what it's providing for entertainment. And or profit. Seek out new forms of dilithium and exploit the hell out of them. If anybody's ever read the Star Trek novel, How Much for Just the Planet? Hilarious book that kind of takes a look at other ships in the fleet, the less glamorous ones. In this case, the survey ship USS Jefferson Randolph Smith. High metal content, alright. "17 atmospheres, methane atmosphere, nitrogen atmosphere. 1/3 methane, 1/3 nitrogen, 1/3 ammonia. Resume course.
Selecting next destination.
A Vulcan slob, a captain that wants to be anywhere else, and a computer that actually has signs of dementia. Mad. Wow, it's Los Angeles. No, there's not enough traffic.
Fuel skipping.
System map.
System map.
Oh,
Fuel
hi
skipping
there.
Complete.
Water world. I think water world. Let's go find out. Yep. That's a bingo. When I heard that the writers of Discovery were adapting the works of the author John M. Ford, the guy who wrote How Much for Just the Planet and also a lot of the early Klingon lore, I was ecstatic. Then I found none of the humor in Discovery, and I was a little disappointed. One of my favorite scenes in the novel. There's a barbarian queen, very, very Conan the Barbarian type dress. And her henchman, her right-hand man, tells everybody to kneel. And they've captured Sulu, McCoy, and a couple of Klingon Marines. And when nobody kneels, her actual, and I quote, question is, "Look, I know he told you to kneel. And when he tells people to kneel, people listen. Deaf people listen. So why aren't you kneeling?" And McCoy's perfectly deadpan response was, "Well, ma'am, these gentlemen already have a dictator. It's against Mr. Sulu's religion, and I'm a Democrat." Matt, it'd be funny if Frontier placed Costner's world name on a random water world. System map.
System cartography.
Well, it certainly earned the moniker. Oh, terraforming candidate. 6.06 atmospheres, 415 Kelvin, 1.23 G. Rotational period, 0.5 days, so it's got a 12-hour day. That'll play merry hell with anybody who's up and down. Atmosphere, 91.7 nitrogen, 6.9 water, 1.4 oxygen. Okay, so 415 Kelvin at 6.9% water. It's a dry heat. Actually, no, it is we have found the elemental plane of humidity. God, almost sounds like it's Iowa this summer. Hair trigger, planet moist. Yes. Let us never speak of it again. Oh, we're gonna go zipping past. Okay, fast scanner, do your fast scanning. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Resume course.
System destination locked.
System map.
System map.
Not terraformable, or not terraforming candidate, 0.92 G, 273 Kelvin, 1.24 atmospheres. That actually looks like you could terraform that fairly easily, to be honest. 70% nitrogen, 20% oxygen, well, right on the money there. 8.7 carbon dioxide, okay, so you put a few more trees down. Not horrible, a little on the chilly side. I've seen worse. Astral Scribe, New York is pretty bad in the summer. Humidity, bugs, heat. Also, I have to go. I'll catch the stream later on YouTube. Thanks for the warm welcome. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. Thanks for chatting it up, and hope to hear from you again soon. Take care and have a good day. Have a good weekend. System map.
System cartography.
Oh, what do we have here? A whole lot of metal right here in one place. And a water world. Resume course.
Locking next star system. Boost activated.
Alright, let's get out of here. Next stop. Class A
Selecting
star.
next system en route.
Yeah, yes, Alex, I... Thank you, Alex. Not exactly what I meant, Alex, but we're still jumping there, I hope. Otherwise, we're about to perform a blind jump, and... well, that's an all different, entirely kind of different form of exciting. So, you want to turn your ship into a monoatomic gas cloud spread across a 1/3 light year area. Here's how you do it.
Complete.
System map.
System map.
Resume course.
Selecting next destination.
High metal content. Did see something interesting in the beta. I was watching somebody else's replay. They were able to stack up a ton of dirty drive tunes. Obviously a bug, but at the same time. They leave the station, hit the boosters, the screen glitches for a moment, and when it comes back to, they're 1.8 million light seconds away.
Fuel scooping.
Meow saw that, and the first thing she said was, "Holy crap, they've invented the Epstein drive." My first thought was, "Holy crap, they've gone to plaid." Yeah, hair trigger. There was a little bit of bug in the little bit of a glitch in the coding for. Yeah, Orion, thank you. There was a little bit of a coding glitch with stacked up. They were able to stack multiple dirty drive tunes on top of each other. So basically, they developed Solomon Epstein's drive from The Expanse. Unfortunately a bug. I have no doubt that's going to get patched out, but it'd be kind of hilarious to sit there at the nav beacon and go to, you know, boost 3 times and hey, you're at Hutton Orbital. Unless, of course, you miscalculate and you actually fly through Hutton Orbital at 1.8 million light seconds per second. I'm trying to calculate the kinetic energy for that, and it's... well, the numbers are making my eyes cross. I mean, more than usual.
Fuel scooping.
Fastest Hutton run ever. Resume course.
Locking system destination.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
You'd have just about enough time to go, oh shit, and then you'd die. I can't even imagine what that level of... I mean, if you... well, actually, you would be in real space. You wouldn't be dropping down out of Super Cruise like you do if you hit a... hair trigger, no, that's not a thing, speedrunning Hutton, but, you know, I kind of want it to be now. But you'd be in real space, so you wouldn't have the drop down and the heat buildup like you would with, you know, crossing the gravity step too fast.
Fuel scooping.
You'd just crash into the surface of the planet. And I like to throw around the term mock oh my god, but I think this takes the cake. Also looking, well, no, so speedrunning Hutton isn't a thing because the Super Cruise drive is pretty, is a pretty uniform application of acceleration there. Hair trigger, the game uses the drop as a loading screen. That's true. But in all seriousness, there is speedrunning to, say, Colonia, which
Fuel
of which I was in zero danger of breaking the record the other day. I looked it up, and the number I'm seeing thrown around is 2 hours and 12 minutes from the bubble to Colonia. Which is quite frankly ridiculous. Though it's possible that number was achieved using the old neutron double jump technique. Which that got patched out, but basically the double jump technique was you supercharge your drive, and then you line up your jump so that when you go into countdown, you're flying through the neutron star's jet cone again, and it will charge up your drive as you're in countdown. But that got patched out, because the way that worked then, I mean, when you got to the next system, you already had a supercharged jump all ready to go. Jumponium is also a big component of it. When you don't have neutron stars, you use Jumponium.
Boost activated.
I mean, I suppose if you have enough Jumponium stored up. Now, Orion, you're calling bullshit, but look up the buckyballers and check out what the record is from the bubble to the core now. Because the buckyball run is... The times are getting
fuel scooping.
absolutely mind-bogglingly fast. I mean, it requires an incredible amount of focus to not, to not bobble an injection, or it's amazing. Your hands would have to be flying over the controls, just getting everything perfect to get everything lined up. Actually, out of curiosity, if anybody has the buckyball page up, what is the record right now? Because with double jumps patched out, that's one thing, but then looking at how they're, we're going to be getting 70 light-year condas coming up in the beta, those records may fall again.
Fuel scooping complete.
System map.
System map.
Yep, we're doing this. It's a water world, but, it's an undiscovered water world. And it's relatively close. 700 some light seconds. That could still be in the habitable zone. And if I'd scanned the star first, I would actually have a decent estimate on said habitable zone. But I didn't because, well, I forgot. Eight hours, 43 minutes, 43 seconds for core to the, or from bubble to the core? That doesn't seem right. I am honestly astonished that it is that long. System map.
System cartography.
Let's get you guys scanned too. Let's see here. The habitable zone is from 249 to 497 light seconds, so these two could be terraformables. Oh, that was the original Buckyball run in 3301. There have been many iterations after that. That was the original. The shortest Buckyball... let's see here. The longest Buckyball was the Buckyball Run A-Star, which saw over 100 commanders. Raced 26,000 light years to sag A-Star in 3301. Yeah, that was the winning time for the original Buckyball Run. Do planetary base heists increase trade rank? I'm not sure on that one, Orion. Here we go, Buckyball Racing Club. Let's see here, the races, upcoming events, special features, past events. Mad, my chat keeps going in and out. Well, that's no good. Not sure what to do about that. Refresh your browser, see what that does. Shoot. I will, well, let me just link up here to the Buckyball Racing Club. System map.
System cartography.
Alright, what do we have here? Terraforming candidate, and not terraforming candidate. So these two were in the habitable zone. Neat. Resume course. Resume course.
Locking next star system.
You know, if I'm actually going to look at the stats there. 2.77 atmospheres, 306 Kelvin, that's not bad. 95 nitrogen, 4.7 CO2. Could be better, could be worse. Ammonia rich. You know, I've just given up on what counts as terraformable and what isn't. Mad Biker Wolf. Stream has remained. I'm not seeing the chat you're replying to, and I keep getting the welcome to the chat room message. Huh. I do not know a thing about that one. Weird.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping
Here we go. This was put on the forums. This was put on the forums hair trigger. 2 hours, 45 minutes, 39 seconds. System map.
System map.
Resume course.
Selecting next system en route.
The bubble to the core in just under 3 hours.
Boost activated.
And let me link that one up here. Every single jump was planned out possible and traveled beforehand to test. Tons of farming for materials for the premium jump boost. This was planned and prepared down to a gnat's rear end. Yeah, Matt, the best suggestion I would say is just shut down the whole thing. Maybe reboot the whole shebang and try popping back in, see if that does anything.
Fuel scooping.
I mean, I can kind of see it. I wasn't using premium jumponium. But I was, you know, 6 hours, 6.5 hours out from the bubble to Colonia for me. And I was running at 40 light year jumps instead of my usual 60-ish light year jumps. So, I was basically running at 2/3. So 6 hours, you know,
Unable to
knock that
control.
off by 1/3, we're looking at 4 hours. Which actually gets cut down a little bit more than that, because that's, you know, the longer the jumps, it's not exactly a 1-to-1 ratio on distance over time with these jumps. So it may have directed me to better neutron stars, may have, you know... I probably could have made a sub 4 hour run if I really, really wanted to.
Complete.
But I don't. DeathOrc07, watching the YouTube stuff. It's very informative. Well, thank you. I try to be a little informative, a little entertaining, and, well, more than a little stupid sometimes, but, you know. You're an orc, you know how that goes.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
If you ain't making it faster, shootier, or giving it more DACA and spikes, well, you's mucking about. The biggest difference between me and Meow. I play Space Marines. She plays Orcs. Really, it kind of sums it all up right there. And so far, we have knocked down 4,000 light years thereabouts. Not bad.
Fuel scooping.
Kind of meandering my way back. So, I mean, if I really, really wanted to cannonball it like we did before, but, eh. Why do that? Water, world? Not a water world. Still close enough to investigate. Orion, wow, I'm having biker's issue. Oh great, it's spreading. In that case, I'm gonna say it's Twitch being Twitch. That's the best description I can come up with. Twitch is just twitchy. Alright, habitable zone. 198 to 395 light seconds. System map.
System map.
198 to 395, so where are you? You're at 64? No. Nope, nothing terraformable here. So this one, what do we got here? 581 Kelvin, 3.15 G, 100% sulfur dioxide with rock vapor geysers. Right. Let us not go there. Resume course?
Selecting next destination.
Let's ride.
Preparing for jump. Interstellar velocity at maximum. Engaging exit protocols. Compiling data for cartography.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Fuel scooping.
System map.
System cartography.
Well, pretty much doesn't matter what the habitable zone is here because, well...
Fuel scooping complete.
Resume course.
System destination locked.
This time I remember to scan the star first, and there's nothing. How's the drive holding up? 85%. We can fix it up here in a little bit.
Fuel scooping.
Well, that just figures. Now that I start remembering to scan first, I get a whole lot of nothing.
Fuel scooping complete.
Resume course?
Selecting next destination.
Let's see... Yeah, typical, isn't it? Let's load up here a little bit here. Spanch. Just out of crazy curiosity from our current system. Destination system Narvert. Range 60 light years. Efficiency, let's go with a 80% jump efficiency on the pathing. Calculate it out. Upon avalanche, 07 to you too as well. Hope you're having a good weekend. Okay, so this is saying I could make it to Narvert in 96 jumps. And the in-game planner is saying 236 jumps. Well... I know what I'm doing. Upon Avalanche, I told Twitch to give me notifications when you go live. It lied. Twitch is having all kinds of trouble today. Wow, that is taking me off the course a little bit, but it's heading me for a neutron star, so we're going. This is what the route plotter... This is the route plotter I'm following now. And now I'm not gonna... Excuse me, I'm not gonna be able to follow every one of those jumps because, well, I do have to stop for fuel every once in a while. As I'm sure Commander Athador would be reminding me.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
But you know, at the same time, I can cut down on the travel time quite a bit. Quite a bit. Hair Trigger, we really need some custom emotes. Well, Twitch is being slow in approving my modified onion head emote, so the best I can say is... soon.
Fuel scooping.
But since I'm not a full partner with them, since I'm only an affiliate, I only get the one emote. Upon Avalanche, what's your opinion of the federal dropship? I like it. I wish there was more need for it. I mean, it's... I wish there were troops that you could drop with it. On the other hand, it's a solid ship, and by solid, I mean it is a flying chunk of armor and iron. Makes a good mining ship, makes a good pirate ship. Just doesn't have very long legs on it. Doesn't quite fit my fighting style. Yeah, slow. Doesn't quite fit my preferred fighting style of having a little bit more speed and maneuverability. And I'll take maneuverability over speed when it, you know, if I had to really cut it down to my absolute preference. Upon Avalanche, I have an Asp Explorer with an almost non-engineered max fit and a Dolphin, and my Dolphin's my primary money income. I made basically everything I had just doing passengers with, and I feel like the dropship's the next step that can have good combat ability, as well as cargo ability to carry passengers. No problem with the paragraph. The ship you are looking for, my friend, is the Falcon de Lacy Python. System map.
System map.
A Python will carry passengers. It will carry cargo. It will fight like none other. Resume course.
Selecting next destination.
It's got longer legs, a little bit better maneuverability. Carries a lot more cargo.
Boost activated.
Yeah, the Python is... I keep saying it, but damn if I'm not right. It's a flying cheat code. Why did you supercharge me to a neutron star, Alex? You know what? Never mind. We'll go with it. Mad Biker says Cobra, Asp X, Python, Anaconda. The progression. Resume course?
Selecting next system en route.
Oh right, I have to manually resume the course now.
Boost activated.
Okay. Next up.
Locking system destination.
Not yet, Alex. We're getting there. Don't get ahead of me here. So we're going to do a modified version of this. And it's still going to just take me there in 2 jumps, so that's nice. System map.
System cartography.
Just to you. Resume course.
Locking next star system.
Let's see if we can't modify this a little bit. It seems to have taken me off the beaten path a little bit into a neat little neutron field. Let's see how far this can run us. Let's see, let's expand that a little bit. Galaxy map.
Displaying map.
Yep. This'll work. This'll let us fuel up, too. So a hybridized version of Spanch's route plotting included, and then just skip every few other jumps and let Elite's route plotter take care of it. Because the Spanch site is nice, but there is no practical way that you can get just stack neutron after neutron after neutron after neutron, because you aren't going to be able to refuel, so that number they're giving is actually very unrealistic. That's in a perfect world when I have infinite fuel, and I don't know that I've found that synthesis yet. System map.
System cartography.
Wait a
Fuel
minute.
scooping complete.
Nope. Resume course.
System destination locked.
Fine, fine, fine. Let you cool off first, big baby.
3 new objects, 1 planet, 2 stars. Not too terribly interested in that.
Fuel scooping complete.
Especially at 18,000 light seconds.
Fuel scooping.
System map.
Fuel scooping.
System map.
Well, that's an interesting water world. 3,200 light seconds away. Not that interesting. If it were an Earth-like, I'd be more interesting, but... Ryan, do you think you can get back to the bubble today? Probably not. I mean, I'm not going to push it too terribly hard. I suppose I could, but... then it's just everybody kind of watching me honk, scoop, jump, honk, scoop, jump, honk, scoop, jump. At least this way I am giving a cursory examination of the star systems I jump into. And I can interact a little bit better with chat rather than totally focusing on the jump process. We've got a planet, that's interesting. System map.
Activated. System map.
$8,000 light seconds for a gas giant. I'm not that interested. No. No, 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 no. You've got to be... even out here, it's directing me these misbegotten piles of atomic nuclei. Supercharge FSD to continue on route. I got a better idea. Hell no. Oh, this is stupid of me. I hate white dwarf stars. Upon Avalanche, forgive my ignorance, was the trip to Colonia for exploration or was there an objective? Oh no, no problem. It should still be in there actually. Let me type out There we go.
Boost activated.
Well, we had a favorable positioning for the jet cones there. Usually I hate charging off of a white dwarf star. Can't stand it. So yeah, basically, Avalanche, the megaship Dove Enigma, and I'm just reading this out for benefit of YouTube viewers later. The megaship Dove Enigma was UA bombed by an unknown person or persons. The ship was the final destination for the Enigma expedition, a trip put on in honor of a terminal cancer patient who wanted to see Colonia before he passed. To write this, me and innumerable other commanders loaded up with meta-alloys to repair the damaged vessel in the Colonia regions.
Fuel scooping.
And fortunately, the ship was fixed fast. I mean, I got to Colonia and I'm like,
Complete.
well, shoot, it's already fixed. But, you know, still drop off the meta-alloys because they can stockpile it there and, Use it to stave off any further Thargoid probe attacks. How am I looking? 80%, right. Time to pull over at a rest stop and fix up the frameshift drive. Orion, honestly, who does that? I don't know. Somebody who thinks it's funny, hey, let's screw with the terminal cancer patient. I don't know. I can't wrap my head around that kind of thought process. Yes, upon avalanche. Let me try again. Yes, upon avalanche. People did that, and I'm still wrapping my head around that, and it actually glitched out my mouth. I could not actually process the amount of, yeah, crass, asinine, hell, let's just call it crassinine. Howdy, Hank. And now I have a spaceship cat, a mighty Hank. Currently preventing me from using the rudders very well. Because he is a Hank. System map.
System cartography.
Anything fun? Not.
Boost activated.
Maybe. Nope. Resume course.
Locking next star system.
Resume course.
Selecting next destination.
Oh, we're here. Alright. Well, time to plot out the next leg of this trip. It's faster than Elite's internal plotter, but slower than what the Neutron Highway website has. So, hybridize it up.
Boost activated.
$700 light years, another neutron star, a fuel star, another neutron star. This is working pretty well if I just skip every... if I go with every third neutron star. As far as I can tell, we are within... let's see here, we passed the 15,000 light year mark. We're within... oh, 14,900 light years from the bubble, I think. System map.
System map.
999 Hellbent, grats on finding a lovely little neutron star, but what's the habitable zone around this thing? 10,000 to 20,000 light seconds. It's 2,000, 3,000, those are all going to be fried. Resume course.
System destination locked.
And for those wondering how I'm finding the habitable zone, I'm using a program called ED Discovery, which reads your pilot files, reads your journal, and reads the scan data, and gives you a pretty good approximation of what the habitable zone of stars are once you scan them. Neutron stars don't throw out a whole lot of light, but they do throw out a whole lot of thermal. Well, I should say they don't throw out a lot of visible light. Oh, upon board flips, sees a $1 million or 1 million spacebuck passenger mission, accidentally goes back to find the board has literally just refreshed before his eyes, and it's gone.
Fuel scooping.
Well, keep running missions in the region you're going, or the region you're in, and eventually you'll get more friendly and they will drop off more million spacebuck missions for you.
Fuel scooping complete.
Furple, how's the trip back so far? Uneventful. Found a few water worlds. Just kind of... We're not cannonballing it as fast as we did out to Colonia. So, kind of taking more time, chatting with folks. It's chill, it's relaxed, I like it. Haven't been shot up and haven't been hyperdicted yet. So I can verify Thargoids aren't out here, or they aren't messing with me yet. System map.
System cartography.
Oh ho ho. I mean, it's already been discovered, but still. That's... Let's go have a look at this over here once we get the supercharge. Purple, you probably hear this a lot, but your voice is amazing. I think I hear it more often than... Well, I hear it a bit, but it still makes me want to go, no, no. No, you're wrong. Your ears are wrong. They deceive you. But thank you for the compliment. Also, I should probably get a scan on this planet because it hasn't actually been updated to EDSM, it looks like, so... Let's fill in a few more spots on the map while we're here. Especially for something like this. Jump drive is holding up beautifully. So far, I've only had to fix it once, and we are... Let's see here, 14,600 light years from Narvert. So we've covered... That's 22,000 light years, so... Roughly 8,000 light years so far? It's not a bad... That is not a bad pace to be setting. Now, let's not go screaming past this planet. Let's actually get a proper scan on it. Quick question, why Narvert? It's where I've set up as a home base. It's where the group has kind of set up their home base at. Narvert is a spectacular star system for a lot of reasons. Earth-like world, nice. I mean, it's been discovered, like, previously mentioned, but still not bad. Resume course.
Selecting next system en route.
Fun fact, out in I think where the Dynasty expedition, it's speculated Thargoids are out there, because the people noticed some odd signals and power outages, and girl getting very, very paranoid about everything. Wouldn't surprise me. Anyway, Hair Trigger, Narvert is, I mean, when I established the group, I was hoping to create a place where, maybe newer pilots could come and learn the ropes. And the Narvert system is great for that because it's got pristine mining, pristine metallic, so you make a ton of money off of mining. It's got great... Oh. 1 second on that, Furple. It's got great bounty hunting because there's 2 hazardous resource sites within spitting distance of the primary station. The primary station is only 50 light seconds from the star. There's passenger missions, there's smuggling missions, there's just a little bit of everything right in that area, and it's really accessible. Furple, Jeebus, Mary and Joe, the Twitch app is dying. I only got part of what you said, but you can make money. You could make money reading audiobooks. I would love to be able to do that. I would love to get into more voice work. And another nice thing about Narvert, for all of that, it's also very small, relatively out of the way, and doesn't get bothered by, the major powers or anything. Avalanche, you could do it freelance? I have to figure out how to do it freelance. And that's just me not having, looked it up really, not having looked at it in a great amount of detail. I should. It would be the smart thing to do, but... Okay, 1,400 light years. Am I missing a... Well, we're still making the jump. Screw it, we're going. Furple, you have a radio voice, hon. You could get away with approaching a major studio that produces audiobooks. Upon Avalanche, there are many freelancer websites for stuff like simple voice work. Or you could make a demo reel on a website, put out word of mouth, and get clients. That's what I thought the Twitch and the YouTube channels were for. But no, oh! Jeebus, that was close. See, if you jump back into Super Cruise, if you exit hyperspace, and you're in the jet cone pointed at the star, you will probably die. That's the fast way back home. Or in this case, it's the fast way back to Colonia. And then I'm like, well, if I get killed out here by a wayward neutron star, I'm buying a suicide winder, and I'm just taking the fast way back to the bubble. And I'll just eat the cost of transferring the Conda back. Resume course.
Selecting next destination.
I can't help but think I'm getting buttered up for something here. Making me blush reading this. But no, Furple, I would love to get a job in, you know, in a game, in animation, in audiobooks, in anything. Not that I don't like Twitch. I love Twitch. I love talking with people. I love, you know, just seeing the weird, well, like how I almost died there to a wayward neutron star. There's interesting things out here. Terrifying things, but, you know, terrifying, interesting, often they go hand in hand.
Fuel scooping.
I like your voice, dude. Just read the dictionary so I can use it to fall asleep. What was it? Somebody was saying they could listen to Liam Neeson read a phone book to bed? Anderson, Adams. Anderson,
Fuel
Andy.
scooping complete.
Resume course.
Locking system destination.
So I think I actually skipped a couple of steps here. Go narrate Planet Earth things. Take David Attenborough's job. Nobody can take an Attenborough's job. 5 jumps. 5 jumps? We went, what, 8 jumps, 1,400 light years? You should read Neeson's quote from Taken. I'm not even gonna presume to... No, 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 no. And no, the only possessor of the buttery man voice would be Cheyenne Wright, who does an amazing job. He's amazing with voice, he's amazing with art. He's an amazing artist and colorist. Resume course.
Selecting next destination.
What about the gray? Oh, I'd dye that out. I joke, I'm not that gray. Hair Trigger, I've always been told I have a face for radio. Yep, face for radio, a voice for text. That's me. Resume course?
Selecting next
No.
system en route.
Wrong button. Wrong command. I wanted to see the map, not... It's been... Yeah, nothing too amazing here. Resume course.
Locking next star system.
Nope. And we're gonna go zooming right through the jet. Because I am not paying enough attention to where I'm going and paying too much attention to chat. Don't text and fly, folks. You'll have a bad day. Let's get lined up properly here. That's better.
Boost activated.
Red dwarf star, good for fueling. You know, being out here in the deep dark, I've come to a couple of realizations. One of them is, there's two kinds of pilots. Those who've run out of fuel, and those who haven't run out of fuel yet. When you run into that situation where the needle's kind of hovering above empty and you're wondering how long you can hold your breath as the life support starts ticking down, well, just remember that help is just around the corner if you contact the fuel rats.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yep, the fuel rats. They have fuel. You don't. Any questions? Well, this is just a pile of hydrogen, rock, and disappointment, ain't it? System map.
System map.
Got some interesting stuff. Maybe? No. Well, not at 500,000 light seconds interesting. Resume course.
System destination locked.
Orion adopts a curious tone. Why, yes, sir. How might I go about finding these fuel rats? Well, that's easy, my friend. You just place one simple hypercall, or go to www.fuelrats.com and click on the button helpfully marked, I need fuel.
Boost activated.
You will be connected to their helpful, courteous 24-hour staff. Ah, thank you, at the door. Yes, the fuel rats. We have fuel, you don't. Any questions? Also, servicing clients in the beta when rats are available. Fly safe, commanders. www.fuelrats.com. They are fast, they are friendly, and holy damn, are they efficient. Professor of Pajamas. Resume course.
Locking system
Now, is it me, or
destination.
does that job sound kind of pants? Ah yes, at the door, and free. To enlist the aid of the fuel rats costs you nothing.
Boost activated.
Yeah, there have been a few times. Actually, there have actually been a couple of times where I went, well, crap, how am I going to get out of this situation without calling fuel rats? And those couple times that it's happened, entirely on luck. Well, we've done it. We've found the disco star. Resume course.
Selecting next destination.
Oh, we're here. All right. Furple, fuel rats, the nicer cousins of Junkrat. And the fuel rats' cousins, the rock rats. I'd call them like wildcat prospectors, but, you know, rats and wildcats just
don't seem like they'd get along well in an analogy or in real life, so... Hair trigger, you're going oonce, 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 and I can hear this thing. You're not far off.
Boost activated.
Come on. Get clear. Get clear. There you go. I'd laugh if that's the same one my roommate found. Something Jerkface found this place. Yeah, some Jerkface found this one. Alright, 713 light years. Survey says 4 jumps. Damn, I love this machine. Ryan, I wonder if I should try to find their home system. Their home system is Fuelum. The Fuelum system. And I hope I've got the spelling on that right. Athedor can confirm, I'm sure. Not sure if it's UM or EM. System map. Beldraco, hello there. What are you doing today? Well, I am making my way home. Making our way back to the bubble, back to Narvert. Resume course.
System destination locked.
Okay, I did have that spelled out right. Fuelum, F-U-E-L-U-M. The home of the fuel rats. Didn't quite get it on that first trip through the vortex, so... There we go. Beldraco, jumping to Colonia, 540 jumps to go. Oh, fly safe there. And this is an M-class Red Dwarf star. I will have fuel in the tank. Perfect. What's your jump range? .38 light years max, mostly get between 30 and 32. Yeah, sounds about right. System map.
System map.
And no. Found some sweet unexplored worlds out there. You know, as heavily traveled as the path is, there's still always something else to find. I like that.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, don't get stranded. Call the fuel rats. Wonderful, wonderful people. They do the work of the saints. I was looking at their website. There was this cute little comic somebody had drawn up, and it was a rat topping off somebody's tank, and another rat coming running, going, "No, no, it's Diesel!" Beldraco, not following the Colonial Highway, went several systems over, several systems down before plotting the course. Good idea. Yeah, even just a few degrees off and you will find a lot more unexplored stuff. System map.
System cartography.
Now, what are you? You are, high metal content or something. Resume course.
Locking system destination.
So we covered 730 some light years in 4 jumps.
Boost activated.
Well, Draco found 2 water worlds side by side. That was awesome. Yeah, that's fun. Found a system with 5 gas giants. 2 had water life, 3 had ammonia life. Well done. Orion, once I've tried to do this planetary heist, I'll head on off. Or head on over. Chocolate chip cookies? The theory holds true! Well, there's a water world right there. What does ED Discovery say? Habitable zone is 3100 to 6300. So this is most likely a terraformable world right here. Let's get the boost going, and then, yeah. Nah, we won't go have a look at it. We'll just... Oh, wait, it's already been scanned into EDSM as well, so I can tell right off the top of my head. And it says terraforming candidate. Yep. I was right.
Boost activated.
Galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
Beldraco 63835 is very close to the bubble, and it is a spectacular, amazing star system. Yeah, very close to the bubble, easily accessible. Great for if you want to make, you know, just your first amazing discoveries in exploration. I mean, I was kind of like meh when I was like, yeah, you'd remember it exactly. But when I started out flying, yeah, that'd be a long ways back. When I started out flying, I was like, oh, exploration's kind of neat, but, you know, I think I'm going to do more stuff around here. And then I went to that system just because I was poking around in the star map and I saw a fuzzy dot. And I was like, well, what in the world is that? Resume course.
Selecting next destination.
Because it doesn't show up as a standard star when you're jumping to a destination. Get charged here. Oh, come on. Try that again.
Boost activated.
Not planning on going back anytime soon? Well, let me show you. Let me show you a little thing here. So if you turn off everything on the map, you're left with this fuzzy dot. And I looked at that and I went, well, what in the hell is that? And it wasn't that far from the bubble. Hop in an eagle or something and scout it out. And that's when I jumped in, honked the horn, and told my equipment, you're working drunk. Stars acting like planets. Upon avalanche, the bubble, that is the human-occupied space. Like, you know, centered around the Sol system, centered around Earth.
and there's just a big bubble of populated space. And that's why it's called the bubble. Because it's kind of, you know, as much human colonized space as you got. It's kind of sort of possible, I think. I mean, it's a very compact star cluster. But yeah, here's the funny thing. You've got ABCD9, which, again, just what? This is an A-class star. Any other star system, this would be the system primary. This is a G-class star. This is basically, near as makes no difference, the Sun. This is planet 10 in this system. Let's go over here. 63835A, which is a Class O monster. And then its buddies, B, C, and D. The black holes. These things orbit pretty far out. You know, 63835 ABCD, they are orbiting all four of these bodies as the common center of gravity. So they're a ways out. I mean, it looks closer than it is on the system map. They're pretty well scattered. Galaxy map.
Displaying map.
Am I going to have to re-enter? Yes, I am. Right, once more, from the top, with feeling, put the coordinates in. Water out. That's better. Sometimes my Navicomp likes to misbehave. Hair trigger show up on the power play galaxy map. Oh, you mean how close 63835 is from the other power? Yeah, let me pull that up real quick once we get, because we're scooping here. We got a good rest stop. That's a good idea here, Trigger.
Fuel scooping.
That is a very good call. Galaxy map.
Galaxy map.
Okay, so this is basically the bubble. This is all the power play, so, you know, inhabited star systems, all under the influence of some. It's not exactly, you know, mapping out the
Fuel scooping complete.
the range of the bubble, but it's close. And here's 63835 in comparison to distance to human space. Good call on that, Hair Trigger. I like that. Never seen the map with power play? I barely do anything with power play. I mean, I did it a while back just to get some of the specialized modules, and then I never touched it again. Let's see here, D30. We got a couple more jumps yet. Hair Trigger, I get a good idea every once in a while. My wife will deny it, though. System map.
System cartography.
Huh. It's all been scanned by Super Duo except for here. None of this is Earth-like, though. No. Yeah. Resume course.
Selecting next destination.
Beldraco, gonna go play some Sims 3 for a couple hours. Just seen you were on, wanted to see how you were doing. Have a great day and a great stream. Well, thank you very much. You have a good day and a good weekend. And hope to hear from you again soon. Come on. I can just barely make out the cone here. Should be enough to supercharge.
Boost activated.
Okay, Scout A, CD-A, D14-3, 11,657 light years from Narvert. So we're damn near at the halfway point. System map.
System map.
This next set of jumps should push us past the halfway point.
Boost activated.
And by that metric, we are making a lot better time than we did coming out, because we've been live for 2 hours 20 minutes right now. So halfway point, double that, 4 hours 40 minutes thereabouts. And still the record is in no danger of being smashed. Alicors, good evening! Hope you are having a fine evening and a fine weekend. It's interesting, just a little ways off the course from Narvert, and here we are, so... You know, now we're just running into neutron star after neutron star. Especially neutron stars like this. System map.
System
Alicors,
cartography.
just rebuilt my desk, finally able to play Elite. Glad to hear it. Resume course.
Locking next star system.
I can hear the jet cone washing over the ship,
Boost activated.
and it worries me. Okay, M-Class Red Dwarf, beautiful. Scoopy Star. That is, of course, a highly technical term, Scoopy Star. Sora, good morning!
Fuel scoping.
System map.
System map.
How far is that? 13,000 light seconds? Meh. Resume course.
Selecting next system en route.
Fuel scoping.
45 light years instead of something further out, so I'm assuming this next one is also a neutron. I'm in the same sector you logged off in last night? Nice. Well, I'm about to get a little bit more distant. And that was another one that could have ended the trip real quick. That's true, a sector is large. However, my steed is swift.
Boost activated.
Hello, Yuki. Yuki is very, very, very circle of cat right now. Which is always an adorable thing, especially if you call her name, she kind of makes this, I call it the kitty startup noise. You call her name and she'll kind of roll over and go, brrr, and then, you know, fall back asleep because cat. Logged off in Swowins. I still have no idea how the hell to pronounce that. Swowins. Okay, next up. Yeah, Hair Trigger, that's it. EAS stands for Errantry Alliance Ship. Just, you know, a little bit of vanity. Oh yeah, no problem. So we were going how far there? 700-ish light years? Covering that in 4 jumps again? Not bad. System map.
System cartography.
You look like an angry little place, aren't you? Resume course.
Locking next star system. Boost activated.
Alright, what's the driving looking like? 81%. Well, G-Class star here looks like a good place to pull over. It's pronounced Swains. Google is your ally. Well, thank you, Alicors.
Fuel scooping.
Or Swoins. Sounds like something you hear on Pinky and the Brain. Swoin! And again, I can't throw too many stones at funny-sounding words because, you know, Narvert. Alright, let's get away from the star, drop it down out of warp. then seeing about patching up this again. Google is my ally. And a powerful ally indeed. No, really. Fix it. Pardon me? Fixity, fixity, fixity. I do have strong Google foo. I am good at finding many, many things.
Module repaired.
The peak of my powers, I think, are... No, really, reactivate it. The peak of my powers is when I found the entire soundtrack. You know, I should probably activate the thrusters, too. That'll help me get someplace. I will say this, the peak of my powers, I have found the entire soundtrack and score to Megas XLR, including the extended version of the theme song Chicks Dig Giant Robots. It's out there. Ah, Megas, that takes me back.
Boost activated.
Orion, I believe you as much as Dr. Arcan in finding Raxla. Ho ho ho! A challenge, is it then? Tell you what. On Monday, I shall prove to you my powers. Because if I were to go to my Google Drive at the moment, there would be, you know, the stream would drop like a rock. But I shall prove my powers to you. Besides, that hack couldn't find... he couldn't find his own arse with 2 hands, a road map, and a hunting dog. And if Dr. Arcanon is watching, I'm joking. Please don't ban me. Resume course.
Selecting next destination. Boost activated.
Sora, think about joining the Fuel Rats. Well done. If you... Yeah, go for it. That sounds excellent. Okay, 1,500 light years. Let's see how long that takes us. 1,500 light years in 10 jumps? Yeah, I'll go for that. Yeah, let's average 150 light years per jump. Why not? If those buffs go through what's on beta right now, it's going to open up a brand new... I mean, we thought we were in the golden age of the Explorer Conda before. This is going to make that look like banging rocks together to see what's inside. System map.
System map.
Resume course.
Selecting next system en route.
Model T parked next to a Tesla? Yeah. Well, maybe not, but it's certainly like, say, a EV1 parked next to a Tesla. With the, yeah, with a 70 light-year Conda, that adds another 40 light-years to any kind of supercharged jump. At least with a neutron star. And that adds another, well, another 20 light-years to anything using premium jumponium. And 20 light-years opens up a whole lot of space, so to speak, out in the periphery. "22 jumps from home, done over 700 jumps in this trip." It wears on you, especially if you just start hammering the jump button. System map.
System map.
It wears on you, and then you end up getting all space loopy, and then you end up making mistakes. And then you end up crashing into the same neutron star twice because you really aren't paying attention. Bitter experience speaking here. But no, some of those PTFSD hair trigger. But yeah, some of those stars are just, you know, maybe 1 or 2 light years out of reach. And now with the, you know, with those boosts possibly coming down the pike, we'll see. That's going to open up thousands, maybe tens of thousands of new systems. Resume course.
Selecting next destination. Boost activated.
It may indeed set up a brand new record for distance from, you know, beyond Beagle Point. So ultimate distance from Sol. Possibly. Soon. Alicor is easily amused at some of the commands I put in with Nightbot. Sorry, no help commands yet. Try Psi. Try that one.
welcome. And yes, I'm sure there'll be more commands on the way. Cyback. Not quite at the door, though. The ship of size has a nice ring to it.
Boost activated.
Though once they put in the, put in the multi-crew seat into that thing, we may have to find a new ship that is made of, sadness and fail. We shall see. Ah, my chat, playing with the buttons.
Fuel scooping.
Actually, I shouldn't say that too loudly. When I was very, very young, I actually got kicked out of a nursing home until I was, they said bring him back when he's 10 years old and he's smarter. The problem was, I was smart for my age. Interesting. Waterworld. And the problem is, I like to wander off unsupervised a little bit, and so when they caught me poking around with all the shiny buttons and all the things that go beep, beep, beep... Yes, the big red button that says do not push, I pushed it. Little 5-year-old Moo pushing buttons on somebody's life support system randomly. They recovered. At least, as far as I was told. Moving on, swiftly. System map.
System
Orion,
map.
it was a nursing home. Everybody was, if you're on a... I'm just not going to say too much more. I'm sure there's a statute of limitations somewhere, but... let's see here. 1 second, Sora. We'll find out how far I am from home. Resume course.
Locking system destination.
More than 236 light years. I can tell you that one right away. But let me pull up the map here. Looks like around...
Boost activated.
6. 80... Looks like 9,000 light years right there. Eyeballing it, 9,000 light years. ED Discovery says 9,212 light years. Make that 8,977 light years. System map.
System map.
Resume course.
System destination locked.
Oop. And again, missing out on... You know what? We're going to do this. Though that was probably not terribly bright of me.
I just got away with doing it dumb right there is what I did. I thought it would be easier than, you know, flipping around in Super Cruise. And I was right. But not the most advised method unless you are absolutely certain you are clear of the jet cone. Oh, what's this? We've got a USS here. Why do we have a USS here?
Boost activated.
It's also 7 megameters away, which possibly puts it in the jet cone. So that's probably a very good way to end up dead. But we're still gonna get a scan on what this thing could be. Yeah, it is right there on the edge of the jet cone. If I drop down into that, I am screwed. Degraded emissions. Nope. Resume course.
Selecting next system en route.
Still, we're picking up degraded emissions, and we are still... Oh, boy, I want to say 8,700 light years out. Orion approaches station. Access denied. Please proceed to landing pad 39er. It's a trick. Get an axe. Yes, I say that for everything, but I haven't been wrong yet.
Fuel scooping complete.
Oh, hello, little Yuki. Goodbye, little Yuki. He's wandering off doing Yuki things. D13-18. Hot damn, this is our 10th jump here. System map.
System cartography.
Resume course.
Selecting next destination.
Right, this is our 10th jump. There is no course to resume yet. You know, if I only listened to the things I said and then applied those things... Truly, it'd be a magical place.
Boost activated.
Get out now. Alright, good. $865 light years. 5 jumps. And one of those jumps is the fuel star. At least if I had to make a
wild guess. Alicors, what are you doing? Did you travel to the middle? No, I'm flying back from Colonia. I'm still making my way back home. If you type in !Enigma, you'll get the rundown on what was going on there. Long story short, I don't like bullies.
Boost activated.
Hey Moo, no fair, that's my line. Well, I think it's a big enough line that we can share it. Alicors, this was a real thing. This is actually for, well, yeah, an in-game thing. Some person or persons, actual players, decided to UA bomb and sabotage the end point of the expedition.
Boost activated.
System map.
System map.
That's not been interesting. Huh. Okay, Waterworld or Earth-like? Waterworld. Alright. Resume course?
Selecting next destination.
Yeah, pretty much Alicors. And I know there are a lot of people that were defending this action going, you know, oh, well, you can still land at the station. It's all symbolic. Well, or land at the ship. But, you know, there's a matter of... Yeah, Waterworlds do pay 156k, that's true. But I just didn't want to go 30,000 light seconds out of the way.
Fuel scooping.
But, no, and... people are right that you could still land at that megaship, but, you know, it is the principle of the deal. It's like, you know, oh, sure, we egged and tagged your house with paint, but you can still live there, right?
Fuel scooping complete.
Oh, hey, we spray painted your memorial. We're still, yeah. Exactly, Alicors. The guy wanted to do one last thing. There's no need for that. Pretty much. But the problem's been solved. The ship was saved. There wasn't any god-handing required. And there's a massive enough stockpile out there of meta-alloys in Colonia now to stave off any further instances of this. Furple, sorry about going away there. Had a major conversation go down. Oh, sorry to hear that. Hopefully things worked out. Much closer to home, I'm getting there. Resume course.
Locking next star system.
Let's see here. The Naya J sector. The expedition is not over. I believe it wraps up on the 4th. And it's possible there's a link to that in the, Alicors, there were no devs involved. At least as far as I know, though, now they are investigating very closely as to how that much Thargoid material got out to Colonia without, you know, enough to damage the megaship, and at the same time not melt through the ship hauling it.
Because you could only haul, like, you know, how many compartments, biggest ship you can take. You're still, if you're going corrosive resistant. Something funny was going on, people are thinking. Anyway, I am 7,800 light years out from home. Orion, you got a theory on that? Well, I've heard a few on that. What do you got? IRW E1-0 system map.
System cartography.
Resume course. There is no course to
Locking
resume.
system destination.
Let's just not hit the gravity step here. Athedor, heard a rumor there might have been an exploit. I don't have confirmation on that. Yeah, I've heard that same one. And if it's true, then, well...
Boost activated.
Whosoever holds this hammer, if they be worthy, shall possess the power of ban. Alright, let's get the next set of jumps rigged up here. $898 light years, 5 jumps. You know, we could actually probably add a few more. Let's reset that. Well, 1,100 light years. That was 1,133 light years. This is one jump. Let's see how many jumps we got. Because I am knocking it out of the park here, getting the neutron pathing here. Very happy with this. Okay, 1,133 light years in 8 jumps. Yes, please. System map.
System cartography.
Athedor, I guess that'll do. Yeah, it's good, I guess. Kind of fast, I guess.
Boost activated.
Let's ride.
Preparing for jump.
That's not preparing for jump, Alex. Resume course.
System destination locked.
That's it.
Hyperspace velocity reached.
Hyperspace velocity has not been reached. Someday, Furple, someday I want a mod with the username Thor. So when they wield the ban hammer, so much more satisfying. I can get behind that. I just want Mjolnir inscribed with that, or the power, either the power of ban or the power of
Stand
admin.
by. Gathering information. Cartography has now been updated.
Thank you, Alex. System map.
System map.
Well, there's a whole lot of hydrogen here. All unexplored.
Fuel
Interesting.
scooping complete.
I mean, it's just gas giants, so I'm not too terribly excited about them, except...
Temperature critical.
Right, probably because I'm skimming so close to the star. Who would have known that actually heats up a ship? Resume course?
Selecting next system en route.
What's wrong, Furple? Time to go see how I can alter Mew Mew's runes. System map.
System map.
I need to make it work with the runes, but I will have to make a hammer with power of admin on it in Norse runes. I like it. Also, I am amused that I actually catch that reference with Mew Mew.
Boost activated.
Resume course.
Locking system destination.
Though also, if anybody has a spare Galgai Gar figure, you could take the Goldian Hammer and turn it into Banhammer. Which also amuses me, for if you take the entire Goldian Hammer activation sequence and apply it to admins banning somebody. Yeah, Sora, that was Darcy that kept saying Mew Mew. Resume course?
Selecting next destination.
It is easy to say, but Mew Mew is also easy to say. Alicors likes turtles. Excellent. Friendly little creatures, except snappers. Those little bastards are mean.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Thought you'd throw that into the mix? Nope. All good. Nearly all topics appreciated and commented on. Nearly. Let's use some common sense here. Oh, no you don't, Hair Trigger. Not unless you want the previous conversation to be applied to you. Purple, do I want to craft it from foam to keep it sturdy, or do I want to make it out of Orbla for the detailing? Ooh. You see, these are the kinds of choices a person wants to have.
Fuel scooping complete.
Alicors, what's common sense? Is that a type of condiment? Yes. Yes, and you usually want to sprinkled on things, on words that you don't want to eat later. System map.
System cartography.
Is it like a sauce, like something you need to have when you cook bacon with your shirt off? Why in the hell would you cook bacon with your shirt off? Resume course.
Locking next star system.
Ask about what, Furple? Cooking bacon with your shirt off, or sighing whenever somebody mentions the keelback?
Boost activated.
Well, long story short, I'm not a big fan of the keelback. That opinion is subject to change depending on how good it gets with a multi-crew seat, but basically, it is... in my opinion, a keelback just... It's an answer to the question nobody asked. How can I cram less cargo into a Type 6 and you make it into a pseudo-fighter that's less maneuverable and slower? I know! Resume course.
System destination locked.
Oh, Furple, the keelback is it's a ship in the game. It's basically somebody took a Type 6 transporter, which is, just a box of cargo, cargo space, and then they stuck a fighter bay on it so you can't carry as much cargo, and then they slowed it down, made it less maneuverable, and stuck 2 medium guns on it to supplement the 2 small guns. And it's just a bad ship. No problem.
Boost activated.
You can't use a word in its definition. Resume course?
Selecting next
Oh, right,
destination.
we're here. Right, next leg of the journey. And welcome home, Sora. 899 light years. Welcome back, Avalanche. upon avalanche. You see, every time I see that, I remember the glossary of skiing terms. And I remember that... Okay, Furple, I have like an hour before I'm supposed to be awake. I'm gonna get a touch more rest. Have fun, make good choices, no promises. You take care, get some rest, have a good weekend if possible. And hope to hear from you again soon. Anyways, I was saying, upon avalanche, there was a glossary of ski terms I remember reading when I was small. And one of the things was, you know, that you yell, ski! And this warns people that there is a ski coming down the hill. Resume course.
System destination.
This is related to the term avalanche, which is a warning you shout to tell everybody that there is a hill coming down the hill. And that is how I have always defined an avalanche ever since. What's an avalanche? It's a hill coming down the hill.
Boost activated.
Resume course.
Selecting next system en route.
So we're going to wrap up this neutron chain, and then, if you're shouting a warning it's already too late, well, that depends. I could be shouting it to Barry Allen. System map.
System cartography.
Resume course.
Locking system destination.
We are just eating up the miles here. Or, you know, the light years.
Boost activated.
Which is kind of the same thing, only a lot fewer miles. Well, much smaller numbers, same amount of miles, I guess. Yep, I'm getting a little space loopy. Doesn't help that I am struggling to control the ship. I'm basically using the very tips of my toes to manipulate the rudder pedals because Hank has taken up residence right under my feet, and it is impossible to actually get any kind of motion. I'm going to have to kind of try to do this Cirque du Soleil dismount to even get out of the seat here. Because he refuses to move.
Fuel scooping.
Hair trigger, FSD check. Good idea. 84%. So we'll do this charge, we'll make this jump, and we'll pull over and fix it. System map.
System map.
Not bad, not great. Resume course.
Selecting next destination.
What to do since you're back home? Hell if I know. Get in your rat training, I guess. There's also, check the Didic. See how we're doing there. I'm kind of curious. Let me know in the Discord.
Activated.
Nope, I have no disc. I should put it. Yes, it is needed, and I think I will be. I will be putting that in very soon, at least over the weekend at some point. All right. Super happy about getting a combined total 4.5 million credits for transporting 2 people. Downside is, it is 330,000 light seconds. Well, sorry to hear that upon Avalanche, but you can always, well, I don't know, you can always do some housework. That's what I'm planning on doing here in a minute. So, first off, let's turn that off and activate this and set this up to get fixed. We are 5,800 light years out from Narvert, as far as I can tell. Yeah, 5,880.7 to be exact. I think I'll be interdicted for it, so I'm just going to watch the stream and semi-AFK. That is also a good idea. However, being that it's, we've been going for about, well, a little over 3 hours here, I'm afraid it is time to call it for the day. Got some housework to take care of, got some cats to take care of, got some erranding that is in need of doing. Stupid real world. Grumble. Activate everything else here. In the meantime, though, you've all been great. It's always a pleasure to talk with folks, meet new folks, chat, relax, and comment on the weirdness and the fun that is Elite. I'm Mr. Moo. You guys are awesome. Exactly. Hate you, real world. I'm usually on from, noonish to around 3-ish Pacific time, which would be 8 to 11 p.m. GMT. Let's see, what else? No, that'll do it for me. I will be back on Monday, usual time, and I'm sure those in the Discord, those in the group, you'll catch me sometime this weekend. I am more than sure of that. So, enjoy your weekend, enjoy your evening, enjoy your day. Enjoy everything. Nice. Athedor Alliance is at 75% in Thedidic. Fly safe, everybody. If you can't fly safe, fly dangerous. If you can't fly safe or fly dangerous, don't stick a car on top of a prototype heavy lift rocket system. Good advice. Take care, everybody. See you on Monday. Have a good weekend. Good night.